Now, this was something else that I wanted to talk about that I saw that I noticed on this video. Lori is Lori is the young lady's name, I guess, that made the resident. She is an intentionally misleading, deceptive idiot. The fake 40-year-old punk rocker intro is cringeworthy, but it's her terrible, sloppy, quote, reporting that is the real shame here. Is this piece paid for by Big Oil? I would rather a billionaire that promotes technology and innovations get billions in tax breaks and incentives than the big banks, pharma, or oil. I mean, nigga, you're getting fucked either way. I mean, shit. You know, you're going to have to pay for whatever the fuck if you can afford it. Silly motherfucker. I mean, tax breaks is tax breaks. Shit. But here's another one. Maybe, well, no, that ain't. Here's the one. Are you intentionally misleading or just a complete moron? What the hell is this? This is the type of misleading hit pieces you put up now, RT. Now the reason that I did that, the reason why I read those comments is because I noticed something. You know, in those comments, those were several comments, and there were a lot of comments like that. There were several comments where, where somebody basically was saying you wrong, for saying what you said. And they're insulting the young lady, and there were comments where, they were insulting other people who made comments that agreed with her and whatever. But what you notice about those comments that I just read, none of them did they actually, refute what she was saying or deal with the exact accusations. Because she was talking about, as a matter of fact, she was talking about how Elon Musk reacted to this article. And I think it was, in fact, the same article that I read from the LA Times. The LA Times. I think that was the same article I actually read. And her video was about Elon had read it, and then he had, flipped out. He had got mad, and he went on a rant about the LA Times or whatever. He was defending him receiving subsidies and what have you. And he was talking about, well, what about the oil companies, and they get more than me or whatever like that. But she was just, reporting on that is what she was doing, that whole situation. And so people that agree with whatever. But what I noticed was that these people, and some of them typed long comments, but they didn't refute what she said or what the article said. And I found it interesting because I thought about it earlier today. I said, they did not feel that it was important to refute the actual information or the actual matter. But they did feel it was important to make sure that they got their insult out. You're dealing with a society of people who are fucking hostile as hell. This is why they do not overthrow their government when their government is blowing up human beings. This is why on Black Friday, they stampede over fucking old ladies to get some shit that you saw when the woman took the damn box from the little girl and 20 boxes of the same shit had just fell on the floor. And the bitch was so out of it, she wasn't even paying attention. She didn't even notice that the little girl's mama was standing right fuck behind the little girl. You know what I mean? These are some very hostile people. And then when you get them on the social media behind the fucking computer screen, mobile phone, tablet, whatever, then the motherfucker let it out. They just get hostile and they wanna insult you. Sometimes they insult you without even fucking arguing with you. They don't even try to refute you. They just attack you. Like savage fucking hounds, lunatics, hyenas, animal motherfuckers. Low down, dirty, rotten, despicable, grotesque, horrendous sons of bitches. You see. And I think you have to understand that that's in your surroundings. So that's important, you know. And they always ride dick on whatever the fuck is popular at the time. Okay? I don't give a fuck who these people are. If they own, nigga, they own. It's a fraud. You know, Elon Musk works for the fucking government, dude. He got a NASA contract. He be in there competing for NASA contracts, for defense contracts with Boeing and Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman, and the rest of the motherfuckers. Okay? He's with the shit. He supposedly, when you look at the 60 Minutes piece, if any of you seen this 60 Minutes piece on Elon Musk, he wanted to leave South Africa. You know, the Musk family's from South Africa. You know, him and his brother Kimball, they're into the tech thing, and you know, they came and they founded Zip2, and then their sister is like an award-winning author or artist or some shit. But yeah, I forget her name. I think it started with a T. And but yeah, that's how they are. So the Musk brothers, they came over here in 60 Minutes. It's like, oh, they came to the United States to get away from South Africa apartheid because they didn't want to support that system. Now they didn't want to support the racism of the racist establishment of South African apartheid, but the motherfucker is now he's now working with the U.S. government to support their motherfucking fucking killing brown people around the world. He's gonna work for the government that kills more brown people around the world than any motherfucking body else. Now they romanticize the shit. They try to make it all dramatic. You know how the media does. Oh, he got down to his last $200 million, and he only had enough. He most of the time, oh, you would think save one of your companies. Talking about Tesla, SpaceX, and Solar City. But he decided he was gonna roll the dice and try to save all three of them. And then he got down to where he only had enough money for SpaceX. He had enough money for one more launch, and the first four had failed, and he only had enough money for one more launch for his rocket. And it sent up, and it was successful, and then he got the $1.5 billion NASA contract. You know what I mean? Bullshit. You know what I mean? Silly shit. When in reality, the nigga been getting fucking, he got a $465 million loan over 10 years ago from the U.S. government that they just paid off like last year or the year before last. Solar City, I'm reading about these motherfuckers. One year, it might have been 2012 or 2013, they got an $86 million grant from the U.S. government, turned around and sued the damn government because it wasn't enough money. And what is motherfuckers doing? They putting the damn money, they financing people's campaigns, just like anybody else, just like any other corporation, any other business people. They finance the people's campaigns. And then what do? They expect something in return. Period. That's how it goes down. That's how everybody gets down. That's how every fucking business gets down. So there's nothing revolutionary about Elon Musk. Okay? Come fuck on. Anybody down with the government, anybody they gonna put in front of you like that, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? It's the same shit. It's the same motherfuckers. Okay? The same motherfucking people. It's the same old game. You got to be down to be down. All right? They getting subsidies just like every motherfucking body else gonna get subsidies just like Apple, just like anybody else who's going to either get subsidies or get tax break, they say Solar City has received over $420 million in tax breaks or some shit like that. Well, I mean, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And, the thing is about this whole tech shit, especially when you talk about something like an electric car, it just, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm just not getting it. Something's not computing with me. But these motherfuckers, 46 years ago, this is 2015, last month of 2015. But 46 years ago, 1969, they put a man, this is what they say. Some people think it was a hoax or whatever. But I'm saying, they put 3 niggas on the moon, successfully navigated the Van Allen belts without dying. They successfully landed a craft on the moon, on the fucking moon. Got out, played golf, rode the motherfucking cart, took pictures, planted the flag and all that shit. Got back on the damn craft successfully and safely, returned to the planet Earth on the first goddamn try. Then, since then, and before then, they've been sending satellites out into space to Mars, sending, a rover to Mars, rover to the moon, sending a rover touching down on the moon, a rover, an unmanned vehicle. Sending multiple satellites, Voyager 2, Cassini, now they get New Horizons. These satellites are, not only are they traveling to Neptune and Uranus, 3 billion fucking miles away from the sun and not freezing. Nothing, no ice particles from the supposed Oort cloud are hitting these things and tearing them up, no shit like that. Not only is that happening, but these motherfuckers have the technology, they have the science down to where they have been using, if you watch this on the Discovery Channel, Science Channel, History Channel, they tell you that they use the orbits of the outer planets, the gas giants, to slingshot these motherfucking satellites, further out and pick up speeds and shit. These things are traveling at fucking 40,000 miles an hour plus, and they're successfully taking pictures and sending them back to Earth and shit. And they're reaching interstellar space, and like, if that's true, if they doing all that, I'm not impressed with no motherfucking electric car that can go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. You know what I mean? Think about it.